Good morning, everyone. Good morning. You can't see my face because I forgot to put up the. Well, let's put this because that's what we're drawing. And then let's put this. Hi, everybody. My name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist. 25 years as a professional artist, working for Marvel, DC, Transformers, film, video games. 12 years on YouTube right now. And good morning to all of you. And you guys voted. You guys voted. In fact, let's go ahead and put up the vote right now because it was interesting because it looked like Danny Phantom was gonna win because after yesterday's stream it was in the lead. But if we take a look at what it's currently at right now, you can see here that Power Rangers Villains came in at the end. A surge of overnight voters came in, and Power Rangers Villains took the vote. Okay, so that's what we are doing tomorrow, or today. We're doing some Power Rangers Villains today, as you see, starting with Lord Zedd. Before we go on, let me just put a new poll in there for tomorrow. Now, we are going with the three. We're going with the three here because I do want to do these ones this week. So the question is, what will we draw tomorrow? And tomorrow will be February 12th, 2025. And the options are the Jetsons. The options are Super Friends. Super Friends. Legion of Doom. And we have Danny Phantom. Those are the choices for tomorrow. So you guys watching in the chat, you will be the first to vote on what we are going to draw tomorrow, but that vote will continue. As you can see, we don't know who's going to win till we actually do the actual stream here. But we are going to go ahead and get going on drawing Lord Zedd. And thank you to everyone who's joining me this morning. Hello, Timon. Good to see you. My buddy Mario holding down the fort here. Good morning, Kevin. And Kevin. Two Kevins here. Kevin Alice, Kevin Kinsel. Good to see you, my friends. DFL Artist. Good to see you, Slar. Good to see you, Echo. Titan. Good to see you, Titan. My friend has the shirt. I will be wearing the shirt tomorrow, okay? If it fits. Because I gained weight. I gained some weight, so hopefully it fits. But Movie Boys is here. Good to see Movie Boys. They are not like us. I think it came in like earlier when I put up the stream. Still Traditional Art. Good to see you. Tony Blackheart. Hello. Good to see you. If you are watching, please do say hi. It's just us here hanging out. I also always highly encourage that if you are with me, that you are going to go ahead and draw along. Either you're going to draw the same thing I'm drawing, or you're going to draw whatever you want to draw today. That's totally up to you. But today we're drawing three characters here. We're going to be drawing, we're going to draw Lord Zedd, we're going to draw Rita, and we're going to draw Goldar. And then we will probably add on to this piece as well. We're going to add on a little bit. So probably a double page spread for the villains here. Though, I kind of want to stick to those ones. So we have Lord Zedd here, we have Rita, and then we have Goldar. But also, part of me thinks maybe I should save Rita for the next one. Like, so we'll have Lord Zedd here, maybe Rita on this side, so we'll have Lord Zedd here, and Goldar, and then maybe some of the smaller characters like Scorpina and all of those. So, Slar says, where's the vote? Go to the post tab. If you go to the post tab, that's where you could go ahead and go and vote on what we're going to draw tomorrow. If I look at the vote right now, I won't show you right now, but I'm going to see if anyone voted so far. It looks like we're so far with 9 votes. Legion of Doom is there for tomorrow, but we'll see. I think Jetson's gonna be last. We're gonna do Jetsons on Friday. But let's go ahead. We're gonna draw Lord Zedd here. We're gonna draw Lord Zedd here, and we're gonna draw him. Actually, yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to do. I was going to draw Rita today, but I think I will save Rita for this side of the drawing. As you guys know, what I like to do is draw this in a way where it works as a, as a cover, as a connecting cover. So maybe we could do something like that. It's actually very similar to what we see there. You know, Boom Studios is the one who produces the Power Rangers comics right now. And you know, I think Power Rangers is definitely one of those titles I would excel at drawing it. Though it'd be a lot of work. I won't lie. It'll be a ton of work because there's a ton of characters, right? Plus mechs. But it's everything that you know, that I'm known for. You know, drawing multiple characters and then drawing mechs. Of course, you guys know that that is one of my strongest suits, is drawing mechs. Maybe should have his leg up here. Maybe I'll have his leg up. Something like that. Again, looking back and forth because I'm drawing on an angle, guys. I actually don't recommend you draw on an angle. Like sometimes all we have is a flat table, but if you are able to get your drawing like up, like for example, if you see my thing, like up like this, draw like this. If you look at John Romita Jr.'s his short reels, you see he draws pretty much straight up like this. Saves your back. Saves your back. Definitely saves your back. So. Franz says, I always liked Lord Zedd's design as a kid. Yeah, me too. Absolutely. It's very cool. Very, very cool design. So, never got a chance to draw. So this is my first time drawing Lord Zedd. So, I'm actually pretty excited about this one here. To be honest, guys, I'm actually pretty cool if we just do 2 characters today. We'll see. I started a little bit later. Though I did wake up pretty early. I woke up around 4. But I was working on the edited video for tomorrow. So tomorrow, we're going to put out the first Super Friends, part 1 of 3. That's coming out tomorrow. But today, guys, first of all, if you haven't watched it, and you're watching here, please do check out the video put out yesterday, the Ben 10. That was the very first live stream we did this year. Was the Ben 10, so I'm happy to finally put out that video. And as you can see, I'm starting to Copic color everything. And now again, not as good as the computer color for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be like that. But I am learning, and I'm hoping by the time, you know, maybe after doing 300 of these, which we're gonna be doing, that I will eventually get better with my Copic coloring. So that is the hope. But also, you know, it does increase the value of the original art just because it's colored now, the original art. So this morning I was working on coloring the Super Friends piece. So if you haven't seen it already, please do check out that video, the Ben 10 video. Let me know what you think of the video. I'd love to know. I'm trying to get better graphics for the facts part. So I'm working on that right now. But in the meantime, also today at 6 p.m., I'm going to be releasing another video. And this time it's going to be the Flintstones, which was the second stream that we did this year. So please do check out those videos, support those videos. It would really, it would mean a lot to me if you did. And it will help me out a lot, you know. Especially now, the views are definitely not what they used to be on this channel, which is fine. It is what it is at this point. But, you know, any support you guys want to give is fantastic, including hanging out with me every morning and being with me on these streams. So we will see if we have time for the Discord today. We will try, guys, to look at the Discord today. So please do put in your stuff in the Discord, and we'll check it out. Check it out. Titan's only in for a few minutes this morning, but thank you for hanging out with me. Please do check this out. And then tomorrow, my friend, hopefully I'll be wearing that shirt. If it doesn't fit, I'll be wearing an overshirt like this tomorrow. Got to be a Roman Reigns shirt tomorrow while we are drawing the Jetsons. I highly doubt we're drawing the Jetsons tomorrow. I think we're going to be drawing Legion of Doom tomorrow, which actually I'm extremely excited about too. We're going to be drawing the Legion of Doom tomorrow. Also, guys, it is looking like I will be doing more streams this week. I talked to the people at Astrobots, and it looks like I will be doing live. I will be live streaming my me doing the cover for my Astrobots cover. So that will take place on a Thursday. Like, I do have to finish my friend Mayor's commission as well. We want to get that going. And I do owe my friend Chris Hawk. I got to get that thing in the mail for you, my friend Chris. So those will be all coming soon, okay? So a lot of content coming this week, guys. A lot of content coming this week. Definitely would appreciate if you guys check it out and hit a like with all of it. Would mean a lot to me, my friends. Would definitely mean a lot to me, for sure, okay? So there could be a case we might only be doing as Lord Zedd and Goldar today, just because I was seeing how extensive right now Lord Zedd is right now. So 6:12. We will go till about 7 on Lord Zedd here. So Titan liked the coloring. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. You know, doing the best with the things, but definitely not seasoned. Not seasoned with the Copic coloring. Just trying to break it in. Hello, Sean. Good to see you. Darkseid is in the Legion of Doom, not in the Super Friends version. That's the one we are drawing. The Super Friends version of the Legion of Doom. So it has more to do with the retro cartoon, and I think that's what we're doing a lot of these days, is covering a lot of the retro cartoons and stuff like that. But you know, still keeping familiar terms with everything. So, like, the reason I don't put Beast Wars in the poll for tomorrow, guys, because I know a lot of you want to see me do Beast Wars, it's because I know you guys are going to vote for the Beast Wars. And again, I want to save that Beast Wars one for the weekend, because I might have a little bit more time if I wake up on time. For some reason, on the weekends, I sleep in a tiny bit, it seems like. But let me just take a quick look at this poll here. Yeah, right now the Legion of Doom is really ahead right now, so it looks like that's what we're going to do tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. Keep voting, guys. I thought that for Danny Phantom today. I thought we were doing for Danny Phantom. I do want to catch up on Danny Phantom. But, you know, again, Butch Hartman, the creator of Danny Phantom, also an OG YouTuber. Like, he is definitely one of the originals. So I don't know if he knows me or not, or is familiar with my work. But he's a guy I'd definitely like to meet one of these days. Talk OG shop. OG talk shop. I can just pulling up some Lord Zedd reference here, guys. Like, to be honest, I can work like 5 hours on Lord Zedd here. I can work 5 hours. Like, his costume, it's so elaborate, and not to mention all the muscles. Like, I could probably do a most detailed Lord Zedd, to be honest. Like, this might take a while. You know, this is why I live to do these videos, guys. And if I, to be honest, if I could make YouTube work again, it's like you can't beat this, man. I draw whatever I want, you know. And I don't get opportunities to draw stuff like this, and it's like, man, I'm really enjoying this drawing. Like, this is a lot of fun for me, you know. And that's the best kind. When you're having fun, when you're having a ball, doing these type of drawings, you know, it's like nothing beats it, guys. Nothing beats it. By the way, I can't see the chat. Where's the chat? Where are you guys? I miss you. Where are you? Yeah. So, hey, hello, AOS. Good to see you, my friend. Hello, Caleb Smith's full beard painting. Good to see you. Do you think I will do one with the Rangers too? For sure. I probably will. Not soon, but I definitely will down the line. But if you guys haven't seen it, I have done a Power Rangers piece before. But I don't know. You probably have seen it because I've included it in every single most detailed drawing compilations I've done. So we'll see if I actually do a Power Rangers one. But I don't know. I don't know if I have any interest levels in doing Zords right now. So well, that's the thing. You know, when you see people like they already do like really cool things. Like I've seen people do like all Red Rangers before, and they look pretty incredible. So you think to yourself, okay, how could I add my spin, or what can I do to add to this conversation type thing? So we'll see. Yeah, I did a Ranger drawing, Green Ranger. Yeah, that was a while ago, right, Lay? Yeah. But do check out. Good morning, Chris. Good check out that Power Rangers video I did. That's actually one of my favorite videos of all time, and it's one of the first videos I've done on this channel. Was that Power Rangers video I did before? So, how's everyone doing today? Hopefully, you guys are having a good day. Today is Tuesday, February 11th. And we'll see. I think we might only be doing two characters today, guys. We're looking right now, and then looking at the time. I don't want to rush Lord Zedd here, so it's 6:20 right now. We'll see how far we get in the inking, but as of right now, I am highly enjoying this. This is fun. Highly enjoying this. Highly. Just grab more Lord Zedd reference here, guys. Lord Zedd's cool, man. This guy's cool. So I'm just pulling up some Lord Zedd reference here, guys, just so I could kind of see how it looks. We take a little bit of liberties with the design here. Okay, there's 3. See, I already made a boo boo. Almost made a boo boo, guys. Almost made a boo boo. There's 3, and then the top. Yes. Yeah, so Alpha Purple says Zedd's design seems too much. I'm surprised they allowed a man with no skin on children's television. Yeah. Well, they designed him in a way where it didn't look like it was just no skin. You know what I mean? So it's right. So. Uh, Hi, Laria. You said, James, what have you learned so far? Is what kind of art videos get more hits or views than others? Have you noticed trends that as time goes by? It changes every day, Ilaria. So it all depends on how willing someone is to pivot in that sense. Like right now, I would say like you've seen them too on TikTok. You see the videos that work, like the frenetic editing. You know the what's it called the ASMR type that's very popular right now. Like again, like a guy like Jolly Arts, but it's not just him. I see quite a few artists who do that. The ASMR type, because it is soothing, right? It is definitely soothing to hear, like the pencil scratches and stuff like that. People like that in the short form style. I don't know if that will work for long form or not, but definitely in the short form. But to be honest, the videos that worked before, they don't work anymore. Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess to the general public, it's not as impressive as it used to be, maybe. So, yeah. Steven, can't wait for the inking process. So why are we waiting? Why wait, guys? Let's go ahead and get to the inking process right now. From my friend Steven, we are going to zoom in. Okay, we're going to start with the head here. I think I'm going to need more. So what I always do, guys, is I'll always see how much I could do with a brush pen first. And then we will go with the details afterwards. Part of me just doesn't want to rush these things, but it is 6:25, so we got about a half an hour. And I got to keep a close eye on the overhead camera here, because again, one thing I did mention before, guys, is like the proportions. I always seem to mess up the proportions, and again, mainly because I am drawing on an angle. So things are a little bit skewed on my end. Sure. So there you go. Yeah, one of the coolest characters for sure. Oh, how's my back doing? That's a good question, Kevin. Let me see. Okay, it's still tender if you touch it, which means it's healing. So yeah, I'm not too concerned. But thank you for asking and for the reminder. But doing all right, my friend. Doing all right. But it's very cool to see how much of an anti-ranger he is, right? It's pretty much a ranger's helmet, right? You know, I would like one day to do my spin on what's his name, Lord Dracon? Is that it? Lord Dracon, Lord Dracon, something like that. What for those of you who don't know who that is, in an alternate universe where Tommy doesn't turn good, like he stays evil, and you know he becomes like the main bad guy. Because I remember when Tommy first burst onto the scene, man, I hated Tommy when he first burst onto the scene when he was the bad Green Ranger. As a kid, I was like, oh my gosh, hate this guy. Then he turned into one of the most popular Rangers. Though to be honest, I think the Red Ranger was my favorite, Austin St. John. Jason. He was probably my favorite Ranger. And I did get the pleasure to meet Jason at in Indonesia. That's where I met him. You know, that's the thing. Like Saban, it's very interesting. If you guys watch the Toys That Made Us on, if you watch the Toys That Made Us on Netflix, they go over everything. They go over how you know the actors weren't paid, or like all of that stuff. They go over everything, and you know, and they talk about the pay disputes and all that stuff, and how they weren't paying the actors and everything. They were making money hand over the fist. But you know, at the same time, and again, yeah, yes, they should be they should have been paid fairly for sure. But at the same time, now they could go to any convention, right? Any convention, and make bank at every convention. It looks like, you know, if you are one of the more popular Rangers, of course, right? It's just like being at you know, a horror convention, or like having a part in Star Wars. Like you'll always be able to do the convention circuit and make money from there on out. So it's like a long term deal. Let's see here. That was all before that courtroom drama, right? Yep, the glaive. My favorite Ranger is the white one. Mario likes the white one. Yeah, this is Tommy. Though you know that always irked me though. That little what's it called, continuity error. That always irked me as a kid. Because they said that if Tommy were to ever hold the power of a Ranger, Rita would hold the power, would get the power back, right? But then they kind of changed it. I get. Well, I guess that it's if just the Green Ranger one. And Stephen Botello threw in a super chat. Thank you so much, Stephen. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. Their first super on a live stream. Well, thank you, Stephen. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, man. There you go. And a super sticker. My hero. You're my hero, Stephen. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So well, I guess you could say that it was the power of the Green Ranger. That would be the power that Rita held. Well, no, it's not because he gave the coin to Tommy, or no, he gave the coin to Jason, right? Right. That continuity error always got me, and then they wanted him to return, and they just said, "Oh, okay, he's just a new Ranger," right? So that always kind of hurt me. You know, it's one of those things you close your eyes and you're like, okay, okay, I'll just accept it. You know. So anyway, Pierre likes the SPD Rangers. Yeah. Did I watch the Toys That Made Us? Yes. That show is the one I found. Steven Hasenfield. Your favorite, Lay. That's definitely your favorite. Lay's the biggest Steven has. What's his name again? Steven Hasenfield? Ah, whatever. Giancarlo likes all the Green Rangers. Absolutely. Pierre likes the red SPD Ranger. Yeah, so many Rangers, so many over the years, you know. Multiple generations. Like, what a franchise, you know. What started off as like a... It seemed like it was just a ripoff of a lot of things, like Voltron. Because when it came out, that's what everyone at school was saying. Ah, it's just a ripoff of Voltron, you know. But it turned out to be so much more, you know. Yeah, I have a feeling we're probably just gonna do Goldar and Lord Zedd today. But again, guys, I'm not too worried because again, this is a two possibly three-parter series. But it is nice to draw something a bit new. So, did I like that live action movie years? Well, here's a fun fact, Hilaria. The company I was working for, Pixamundo, they worked on that Power Rangers movie, the one with what's her name, with Jasmine, with Jasmine from Aladdin. The company I worked for, they worked on that movie. Now here's the thing: I was the only Power Rangers fan in that studio, the only Power Rangers fan. And I did not get one shot. I was so mad. I wanted one shot. I was like, just give me one shot of this movie, please. I'm the only Power Rangers fan here. The one with the singer, what's her name? What's it called? Chicken noodle soup. You know that singer. What's her name again? The Yellow Ranger. I was literally the only fan in that office. And we were working on the Power Rangers movies. They did not give me one shot to work on. Naomi Scott. There you go. That's it. Naomi Scott. Jasmine. So I was so upset, guys. I was so upset. But, the thing is, they needed me. I was the main matte painter on another movie. I was working on another movie, so they needed me on that movie, which is why they didn't give me any shots for the other one. But it's like, come on, at least one. One shot to just say I worked on a Power Rangers movie, you know? So I saw the Megazord before it came out. Like I saw like a lot of the stuff before the movie came out. That's always fun when you. That's one of the good things about working in the theater. I got a sneak peek. I got a sneak peek. So I saw all the previs and all that stuff for the Megazord coming out. So that was a lot of fun. The most recent movie, the most recent version, Derek. Not old enough to work on the other movies. Not old enough to work on those other movies, guys. Yeah, I'm an older guy, but not that old. There you go. Yes, I'm an old guy, but not that old. So that always irked me. I never got to work on that Power Rangers movie. To be honest, I liked that Power Rangers movie. I don't know about you. I liked it. I thought it was okay. You know, it just didn't. It just didn't. You know, I guess it didn't hit with the general public. You know, they always say, you know, that's the thing, guys. That's why I worry about this Minecraft movie coming out. Because, you know, they say that, you know, they have a rabid fan base. They have all this, all that. But then the movie comes out and nobody supports it. And I really like that movie. I really did. But, you know, not everybody did, though. Or not everybody went out and supported it or watched it. So, looks like they're going to reboot it again. Reboot it again. And they're going to keep trying. They're going to keep trying till it works. Yeah, I like the acting and the story, but I have a huge issue with the designs. I can see that. I can see that. But, you know, I also see why they made those decisions. Like, of course, they were, you know, they're aliens, right? It's like this alien design. You know, trying to make the putties make sense. I should draw some putties in here, eh? I should definitely draw some putties in here, right, guys? So. Now, one movie I did get to work on was Fan Four Stick. We talked about that before. With the Fantastic Four movie coming out. And again, hopefully they finally get Doctor Doom right. But I remember, because I saw Doctor Doom before a lot of people, right? Because again, we were working on those shots with Doctor Doom in the Fan Four Stick movie. And I was looking at the shots, and the first thing I said to my my producer was, "What's our job here? Are we going to totally replace him?" And they're like, "No, that's how he looks." And I'm like, "Huh?" It's like, "Huh? Huh?" Other people aren't gonna like this, man. But in my head, you know, like, you know, they change designs of characters all the time, right? All the time in film, and for the most part, a lot of the time it works. And there are reasons why they change the designs sometimes in film. So in my head, I was like, okay, we'll just let it play out. Just let it play out. We'll see what happens. But I was right. Let's see here. How has your movie watching experience changed since you've done VFX work? Does the movie magic leave you a bit? And I always say this. I always say this to everybody who complains about VFX so much. Here's the deal, guys. Everybody will forgive mediocre VFX if the story's good. If the story of a movie is good, you don't notice bad VFX that much. Okay? So, yes, I know how the only time I really get taken out of a movie is that because I've worked in VFX. If the VFX is really bad, that I will notice it faster than the regular folk. I definitely will. But if the movie's good, then I don't really notice the VFX. I don't think about it. If the movie's good, I'm invested in the story. And in essence, that's what good VFX does. The VFX, it's not about, look at this, it's a very cool effect. It's about, okay, here's something going on in the story. Don't notice that this is fake. That's good VFX. The best VFX is the one you don't notice. The best VFX. Like have you guys ever seen those videos where they show you it was a green screen and you had no idea that was effects? You thought it was all real? Like they have these have you ever seen it before? Like people walking in the street, but you don't realize that they're in a sound studio somewhere, and the whole environment's fake. That I love those kind of VFX. The ones that really trick you. That's what I love. I love that's like we're taking the, you know, that's when we come to the next level. Like VFX, like for example, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yes, it looks good, but you know, we know it's fake. Right? You know it's fake. But, you know, but we, because it looks good, it looks exciting, people tend to notice those things more. I think it's much harder to make you believe it's real life. You know what I mean? When it's something you're familiar with. That's why before, when people doing digital humans was a real big thing back in the day. Definitely much easier now with AI. Definitely much easier now with deep faking. Definitely much easier now to make a human look not in the quote unquote uncanny valley as it used to be. But that's what I live for. Like it's like, oh, live for, but that's what gets me excited. Visual effects that you don't notice. So I play a game with my students when I used to teach. Like that's how I would start off my classes. We would play a game of what's real and what's fake. So I would take two images from a movie, and they have to tell me what was real and what was practical in that shot. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah. So and again, it affects everyone in a different way, but because of the magic behind it, like in my head, it's more about how hard I know the difference between how hard a shot would be to pull off. I know the amount of effort it takes to make something real, like, and the amount of hours. Like people don't realize how many hours these things take. They get days and days and days, 12-hour days of work to make these things look good. And in the end, you sometimes people just run out of time, run out of money. Studios run out of money, and then that's when you get bad VFX or VFX that doesn't look good, and then everyone complains about it. Which rightfully so. It looks bad. But at the same time, my heart goes out to those visual effects artists because I know how much sacrifice and effort they put in to every single one of those shots. And it's a tough gig. But again, bad VFX is bad VFX. Bad VFX is bad VFX. No way around it. So anyway, you put me off on a tangent there, my friend. But that's the kind of thing where you're like, "Whoa, that was fake." Yeah, I live for that kind of stuff. When people are like that, they're like, "Whoa." But again, bad VFX comes even more apparent when the story is bad. When the movie is bad, or the movie isn't going, the storytelling isn't good. That's when when it sticks out like a sore thumb. Those bad VFX guys. It really, that's really what's happening there. You know. This is fun, guys. I'm enjoying this. Anyway, that's enough VFX talk, guys. Let's get back to this drawing. How much time do I got? It's 45. Okay. Let me finish off the legs here, and then we're gonna get to some detailing. Again, guys, I have a feeling we're probably just gonna do 2 characters today. As much as I would like to, I thought I could do 3, but Goldar, Lord Zedd is taking a while. But I'm actually happy he's taking a while because I'm actually enjoying very much drawing this. So, what did I think of Groot VFX in all 3 films? Amazing, absolutely amazing, absolutely amazing. But it's one of those things, guys, where we don't really have a real life model to. Well, of course, we know what a tree looks like. So we know, we feel what a tree looks like, so you should feel like a moving tree. So in essence, we do have a reference point for that. But when we talk about the uncanny valley, so when we say uncanny valley, it's when, like, that always happens with humans. whenever they do humans in VFX, where it doesn't look quite real. It's not quite there, and it's very off-putting to a human, because we look at that all the time. We look at humans all the time. We look in the mirror all the time. So we're so familiar with the way humans look that it's very tough. It's very tough to make it look real in a visual effects sense. It's very tough. That's why you get that term uncanny valley. But with today's technology, it's way easier now. It's way better now. Like, again, people are doing it with AI all the time. Like I said, guys, that's why a lot of VFX jobs is going out the window, because of this AI. It's so easy now, or way easier. Let's say that. I won't say so easy, but way easier than it used to be to do these shots. But with that in mind, it's like when we see a CG shark. We don't look at sharks that much every day, but if like a shark were to look at it, would they say, "Hey, that doesn't look like a shark"? You know what I mean? It's one of those things, because we don't look at it every day. So just like the baby Groot, or the Groot, it looks fantastic to us. We've seen trees. We've seen moving trees. I don't know, would a tree look at that and say, "That doesn't look right"? All these trees are complaining, you know? Yeah, so I do get passionate about that subject. Again, guys, just because, you know, I've worked in the business for so long, like like I said before, guys, 9 years to be exact. I always like to round it up to 10, just because it sounds cooler. 10 years of visual effects, 10 years working in movies. So you get passionate about it. You work on something day in, day out for a long time. You know, and then, you know, you hear people critique the work and stuff, and rightfully so. Like you know, people like what they like, you know? And it shouldn't be, "I worked so hard on this, so you should like it." You know, that's one thing that irks me too. People who say that. Because yes, you worked on it for like hours and hours, and it's fantastic, great for you. We're not criticizing the hard work you do. It just doesn't look good. At the end of the day, it just doesn't look good, you know? Is effort impressive? Absolutely it is, for sure. We're not knocking the effort. Same with the visual effects. We're not knocking the effort and the amount of time that these visual effects artists look at. I'll tell you guys, you know, the Justice League, the Superman mustache Justice League fiasco? I know those artists probably didn't sleep for days, stuff like that, to try to get that thing looking right. I know they were out of time too. That's why a lot of the shots look bad. But it had two things working against it. This is the whole Superman mustache fiasco. Number one, it was public. It was public knowledge that they were trying to hide a mustache. So because it was public knowledge, everybody's looking for it. Everybody's looking to see how they hid the mustache. Okay, because it was public knowledge. They were going to fail from the beginning. Didn't matter how good those visual effects looked. Because I thought in some shots it looked pretty good. It didn't help that it started off with the worst shots of the movie with that. It looked horrible, right? It didn't help. It didn't help. That was the very first shot of the movie. The first shots of the movie was Superman's mustache. It did not help. Okay? But I also contend if nobody knew about Mustache Gate, and some of those shots were shown to them, they would have had no idea that the mustache he had a mustache and it was hidden. They would have no idea. Okay? Now, I won't say that for all of them, because I think it was pretty apparent something was off in the first shots. And I think the regular folk would notice, hey, well, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with his face? You know. And I did this arm wrong. I kind of want to make it a fist, but you know. But yeah, so you know, again, just because somebody worked really hard on something does not, because of the effort, makes that project they worked on good. Unfortunately, you know what I mean. Again, appreciate the effort. We do. We appreciate the effort. It's just, I'm sorry, it doesn't look good. You know, you know what I'm saying? And again, let me give you an example of that. Like I always tell you guys, the detail I put into my work, the detail I put in, yes, it helps it. Yes, it enhances it. And that's all it should be, an enhancement. If the muscles were wrong here, okay? If the proportions were off, doesn't matter how many lines I add to this thing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many nights I worked on this particular piece. If the proportions are off, then the drawing's not good. It doesn't matter if I work 5 minutes on it or 100 hours on it. If the proportions are off, it won't look good, no matter how many lines I put on this thing. It's just like what's it called? I think I told you guys about that time I did this background contest when I was working on working at Dreamwave, and we had people there. I remember this one guy came in and his submission. You could tell he worked days on this. Days. He drew every single blade of grass on this thing. I mentioned this story before, but and again, not to slam the guy, I like he worked so hard on it, and that's why it's sad, because it's the perspective was just so off. It didn't matter how hard he worked on it, the rest, because he didn't work hard enough on the proper things. He should have worked harder on getting the perspective right, but his focus was on getting every blade of grass, every single window in there, where at that point it didn't matter how many windows you put in there. Didn't matter. Yeah. So guys, what I'm doing right now, all this stuff here that I'm doing right now, all this muscle stuff and all that, like, yes, it's nice, and yes, it will look cool at the end. It will look cool, but at the same time, it's not as necessary as the structure of the drawing, right? So please, please, please learn the structure, learn your anatomy, because then after that, like, it doesn't matter how many lines you add to it. Like, it's just an additive. It's icing to the cake. That's what this is, icing, guys. So, anyway, I just went off on a tangent there. There you go. Even Deadpool roasted the Superman mustache thing, for sure, yeah. Yeah. That mustache was glorious, second only to Tom Selleck, Jim. Absolutely. Though again, guys, today, when did that movie come out? 2018? 2017? Like, I think they would have no problem today with fixing that, though. Today, with today's technology, 6 years later, I think they would have had no problem fixing that mustache these days. No problem at all. Okay, have a good day, Kevin, for sure. How do you sell art online? Well, open a store and sell it. Just like I tell everybody. It's like, how do you be an art YouTuber? Well, make videos and post it. It's like... You know, you get yourself a website, you know, watch tutorials on how to put up that website, and then how to attach a bank account or PayPal to your website, and then sell. Let me erase here, guys. Let me erase a little bit here. Where's my brush? I had a brush. Hi, Curly. Good morning. Let's see here. They say VFX is like wrestling. As long as the story's good, you can get past the fake. Little bit, little bit. No, I wouldn't say that because it's like what would that be good for VFX and wrestling? No, I wouldn't say that because you know what it's like. That's like saying, Larry, it's or who's that? Yeah, Larry. It's like the thing with wrestling. Like I approach it more like a TV show, you know. So I consider it more acting. So you accept it's fake already. You accept it, right? So the fact that wrestling's predetermined and all that stuff, you know, that I don't even think about that. Yeah, you know what I mean? Or the fact that, but don't get me, you know, don't get me wrong. You know, sometimes people think that they're always pulling punches. They're not. They are not. Like sometimes these guys are like really hitting each other. You know, they are because they want it to look real. You know, but again, we won't get into the nitty gritty of the ins and outs of professional wrestling here, my friends. But yeah, if you want to put it that way, why not? Why not? There you go, my friend. Perspective is one of the hardest things besides proportion. Yep, absolutely, and that's why it's one of the. If you're gonna spend time learning, guys, those are the two main things: perspective and proportion. Those are the two main things you need to work on, guys, for sure. No doubt. Because, for example, like I'm doing here, like all these muscle fibers I'm drawing here, you don't need this. You don't need this. Like I could have left it alone and just did it with color. Like for example, here I can just fill that in red. if I wanted to. It's really what you want to do with it, you know. Thank you so much. The abs look really cool. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but thank you, my friend. Will I draw in any other styles? Nope. Now, before we used to do those 10 styles videos, again, guys, talking about videos that don't, I won't say don't work anymore, because maybe they will work for some people. But, let's be honest. I did those videos for the views type thing, you know. And these days, I just wanted to make cool pieces of art with properties that I love. That's all, you know. That with properties that usually don't get this type of treatment. Now, Power Rangers for sure gets this type of treatment. Boom Studios does a great Power Rangers comic book right now. Pretty fantastic with some of the best artists in the business working on Power Rangers right now. So, oh yeah, Ilaria said you amazed by the Michael Bay Transformers. VFX must have been a nightmare. I would, as much as I love Transformers, I would never want to work on that movie. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Like some of those days took like days and days and days to render. Or like I won't get into too much of the technical because it's hard to say why it was so hard without getting extremely technical and why that movie was so hard to do. But yeah, let me just say, as much as I love Transformers and as much as I say it would have been fun to work on, cool to say I worked on it, I want no part of that movie. No thanks. I'll be over here painting trees, thank you. What do I miss about doing comic books? The money selling the pages? No. Well, here's the deal. I don't miss the grind. Let's just say that. I don't miss the all-nighters. I don't miss that. I don't know. Well, you know what? Let me why. The best part about working in comics for me is going to conventions and having people say they read your comics and loved your work. That's the best part for me. It's not the actual working on the comics anymore, per se. I would say like right now, maybe it was like working on characters that I wanted to work on, but after a while that goes away because you're trying to get these things out on time, and it's a grind. It's tiring. It's all of that. And like I said before to you guys, like if I was a huge fan of storytelling, then maybe I would miss that. But to be honest, I could do that myself. I could, if I was that into telling stories through art, then I would have done a comic on my own by now. Like I definitely would have been the first one to say, "Hey, I'm going to be drawing my son's comic," you know. So that is a good question. That is a good question. Which also makes me question too. If I were to go back into comics, would it be for the right reasons? Right? I'd be going in for the money. I always say that's the worst reason to go get any sort of job is to go in for the money. And to me, that's absurd to say when it comes to comics. It's absurd to say that. It's absurd to say that because I remember back in the day where you weren't compensated well for doing comics, you know. But again, the compensation doesn't come from drawing the comics itself. It's afterwards. It's the money you get from going to conventions. And I think really that's why I want to do comics again. It's because to have stuff to sell at conventions. You know. That's a fantastic question, though. Like, what do I miss about doing comics? I'm like, not much. Oh, I could use some fried eggs, my friend. Fried eggs. If someone gave you more decent amount of cash, no. Unless I really need it up here, I know the hours those guys work. And I know the beating they're taking from their producers to get those shots done. No. I'm sorry. There's other ways to make money. There's other ways to make money. I'm sorry. Nuh-uh. Like, again, if it was again, it was like $1 million, right? Okay, maybe I'll consider it. But no VFX artist gets paid $1 million. Trust me. I know. So it's like that, you know. You balance the amount of money with the amount of pain you know you're gonna face doing that job. Now again, it also depends on the type of job, right? Are you a compositor? Are you a modeler? Like probably the modelers get the biggest beating in there. Now again, if I'm just working on the backgrounds and not the transforms themselves, okay, let me reframe that. If I'm just working on the matte paintings in the background, okay, all right, I could do that. If I'm working on the robots, forget it. Forget it. Hello, guys. Thank you for joining in. If you're just joining in right now, we have a very, very interesting discussion on visual effects right now. And thank you guys for bringing up that subject. It's always fun to talk about things I've worked on in the past. Yeah, just knowing the job, you know. And I'm just having 708, guys. Will I just work on Lord Zedd today? I don't know. Like, part of me just wants to work on this, you know. Okay, guys. You know what? I should try to do at least one more character here. So I'm gonna rush a little bit here. I'm gonna come back to the rest. It's one of those things, guys, where I'm okay with how this looks at the top. But I am looking at this now. I actually wish I did a fist here instead. I am wishing I did a fist there instead. I'm happy with what I did at the top here, and because the top looks okay. It's one of those things where I keep telling you guys, I could not do like a mediocre job at the bottom. I'm not saying a bad job, but a mediocre job, and people would forgive it. They would forgive it. Okay, so I'm going to work on Goldar. I'm going to work on Goldar. You know what? I should have put a timer on this. I should have put a timer on it. But again, like that's why I'm not too worried about it because, you know, Lord Zedd is the main. Lord Zedd and Rita are the two main characters here, and they have to look the best. So I'm okay with spending a little bit more time. As the Mr. Beast music plays in the background here. Can I ask you guys, do you guys watch Beast games? Are you guys watching Beast games? You know, Mr. Beast has a lot of controversy around him these days. But I always say, guys, yes, he has controversy around him, but at the same time, he has 300 million subscribers. Even if he loses half of that. Even if he loses half of that. He still has 150 million subscribers, guys. You could cancel him, but he's still a little uncancelable. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He'll be fine. He'll still be making money. He'll still be making money. Nope, because of the drawdown. Nope, nope, nope. Is selling comic book pages a substantial part of an artist's income? Yes. These days, yes. Yes, absolutely. Guys, if you work on a book, like I said, if you work on a Marvel DC title with a familiar character, those pages can go for hundreds of, if not thousands of dollars. Easily. Easily. You make more money selling those pages than you do being hired to work on those pages. You do. It's just how it is. If not, you know, at the very least, you're going to get the same amount that you did getting paid for that page, which is already, you know, which is already. Just trying to see if I can salvage this. Yeah, not liking the way his hand turned out. There, guys. But let me show you the difference though. Let me show you the difference though, because I'm drawing this Lord Zedd piece here. If I were to try to sell this at a con, it would go nowhere near. It would sell for nowhere near the amount it would if this was an actual published piece in a comic book. Okay, I think a piece in a comic book, and it was a Lord Zedd piece in a comic book, that would sell for at least double, triple what I could probably sell this for at a convention right now, right? So just to give you a little context, right? So that's why being published matters, you know. So, so nobody watches Beast Games. Good. Neither do I. Neither do I, my friend. Me too. Me too. Yes, I saw yesterday a Magnola page went for 13,000. It was a newer basic art. Yep. Oh, Mike Magnola is huge artist, my friend. He create what? Forgive me or I'm wrong. Didn't Magnola create or co-create Hellboy, right? If I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Do you know? Mike Magnola is a huge artist, so I'm not surprised that a piece of his went for that much, right? Well, you know, people were getting on Jim Lee because of, you know, how much he was charging for a commission. Like, he charges thousands, if not tens of thousands. But he's Jim Lee, you know? He's Jim Lee. You know why he could charge that much money? Because he's Jim Lee. And he can, and people buy it. That's the thing. You know? To him, his time is worth that much. And he says, if I'm getting less than that, I don't have to do it. Okay, that's his privilege. That's up to him, you know? Hey, I'm with you, Knuckle Sandwich. Physical Throne 103 Season 3? Nice. I'm with you. Okay, I messed up with this hand, guys, and let me tell you why. The angle is wrong. The angle is wrong on this hand. Because I want his hand to come forward a little bit. I might have to redo the way this Zedd has worked here. Made a little boo-boo, guys. A little bit of a boo-boo. La boo-boo! La boo-boo! La boo-boo! La boo-boo! La boo-la-boo! La boo-boo! Oh, awesome! Awesome. Knuckle Sandwich just emailed me a photo with the commission. Awesome, my friend. Thank you so much. Knuckle Sandwich, your video is probably coming out this Sunday, by the way. I'll probably be putting that video out this Sunday. Didn't you say that he was an inspiration for you, Mike Magnola? Not really. No, I would. Not him. No, he wouldn't be one of them. I gave you guys like my 8-9 artists that would be on that list. Unfortunately, he's a fantastic artist, but I wouldn't say that his stuff was the stuff I was looking at when I was trying to develop my style. No, no. Well, that's the thing too. Like, you know, because you have that market, people who are really into collecting original art. For me, like, it's nice if someone gave me a piece, but I wouldn't. Me personally, you know, Well, it depends. It depends on who it is. Like I'm trying to think of an artist I would actually shell out that kind of money for. I'm a notoriously cheap guy, you know. Fixing the computer, I would, Scott, if I wasn't doing everything traditional now. So those of you guys knowing, I'm Copic coloring everything. If anything, the computer is just a way for me to add in like some little effects like smoke and stuff like that. You know, which I might start doing. To be honest, I might even start doing that. I might start doing that traditionally. Like we could do things like paint and stuff. Okay, guys, I'm gonna put this behind his leg, and if it just looks funky, first of all, it's not sitting well in his hand. I've been another boo-boo, guys. La boo-boo, la boo-boo, la boo-boo, la boo, la boo, la boo-boo. Let's see if I can fix this hand. I do something like this. Would that help? Let's see here. Yeah, exactly. My buddy Dave Finch. You know why? Because he can. Like these Legends guys, they get charged whatever they want for their pieces, and you know what? They deserve it. They deserve it. I might go to the art store and get myself a new brush pen, guys. Okay, guys, let's do this. I think that's okay for Lord Zedd for now. Maybe I'll just keep his hand like this for now. And I'll probably add more detail to Lord Zedd a bit later, guys. But I do want to see if I could get the Goldar going in here. Oh, what time is it? Okay. Oh shoot. Okay, guys. So oh, funky music. I have to do something really quickly, guys. I'm actually gonna end the stream right now, and we're gonna come back and do Goldar. We're gonna do Goldar, but I'm gonna end the stream right now, and we'll come back. So stay tuned. Hit the bells so you won't miss it. Come back, and we're gonna do the next stream, and we're gonna do Goldar. Add Goldar to this piece over here. Actually, I kind of sad. Like Goldar is gonna be like a little obscured. Maybe I could have him flying. I might have Goldar flying a little bit here, guys. But with that in mind, we will come back and do this. We're going to do Goldar in about 40 minutes to do Goldar, okay? So I'll be right back, all right? So don't go anywhere. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hit the bell and join me next time. Give me a high five. You guys know what to do. Give me a high five. And I will see you in the next stream. Thank you guys for watching. My name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. I'll see you all in a few minutes. All right?